So you said you'd consider yourself in that field.
Yeah.
What are the other fields?
I'd say wealth, health, and business.
That's it. And well,
mental. So mental. I'd say my mental, mental,
that falls
spiritual.
under health.
Yeah, exactly. So health and spirituality, I'd say, is one. I'd say my wealth would be another, and I'd say, business. They're the three sort of elements that I'm thinking out at the moment.
What about relationships?
I kind of classify that in health. I want healthy relationships. So I'm trying to, blanket everything. But yeah, relationships is hugely important. And, for me, that became more apparent post-COVID about relationships. I think before COVID, I was very much, not oblivious, but very focused, too one-dimensional.
What does that mean?
As in, I was too focused on work, or I was too focused on other elements of my life and not giving relationships enough attention. So that could be relationships with my partner, with my wife, relationship with my children, right? Because no, I'm the dad, I have to work, I have to provide. Well, no, you can do all of that. Like, who said that? I'll tell you who said that. It was like what I saw from my parents when I was younger. So subconsciously, and what society tells me, I'm the man, I need to provide, I need to go work hard, which means I can't be at home. The wife has to stay at home, do the dishes, clean my underwear, and feed the kids and make me food. Right? Have
those four things specifically.
All those
in that order.
In that order. But do you know what I mean? We had those roles. Whereas now I'm so much more emotionally intelligent and aware of what I'm doing in my life. And I've realized during those COVID years, which is again, very difficult time, but very grateful for it because it highlighted areas in my life that needed to change and improve. And now it's like, well, for example, my kids, anything that my kids want to do most of the time with me, it's like a yes straight away. Hey, Dad, do you want to play Uno? Absolutely. Go get the cards. Because it's going to get to a time, and I know this, that they're not going to want to play Uno. I was out with someone the other day. We were at a cafe and we're talking about, like, they saw kids mucking around. I said, that's the greatest thing ever. You see these parents losing it at their kids and getting her, sit down, and getting angry. I said, hey, one day they're going to be 23 years old, and I promise you they're not going to be standing on the table. Like, lap that shit up. Enjoy it. Enjoy that stuff. It's part of the journey. It's part of the process. Laugh and smile and be happy that it's happening, because how lucky are you that you have healthy, properly functioning children that are jumping on a table and making a mess. So there was elements of that I needed to improve, and I did. And so I'm grateful for that aspect of my life, and I try to do that now still.
Was there a specific, like a tipping point?
Yes, for me, there actually was. I've told this story before in trainings, and I'm not sure if I've said it here, but there was a time where it was during the middle of COVID. I was unknowingly miserable, if that makes sense.
You were just going through it.
I was going through it. I remember thinking at the time, I'm fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with me.
Take us back. COVID is a long time ago.
It was, yeah.
Tell us, which part of COVID? There was multiple lockdowns. If you're listening to this and you're not from Melbourne, you didn't experience the same COVID.
No, you guys lived in paradise comparatively to what we had. It was during a time where huge lockdowns, like it was in the peak of lockdown. I had
21 or 20?
Whatever. They all blurred, mate. I don't even know.
Really? You don't
even know. I couldn't even tell you at this point.
See, I've got a solid separation.
I'd say 20. It'd be the later.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I moved houses, and then so I had 2 different COVIDs, and then 2, I was interstate when the second COVID happened.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I was in Queensland, and Melbourne got locked down.
What a life.
Yeah, and I was like, do we go back?
No, why would you?
No, we finished the thing, and then it came back to lockdown.
Yeah.
I was like,
why would you?
Right.
You'd stay up there. You should have just gotten a house, an Airbnb the whole time you were there.
I had a job.
Oh, did you? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, work at a cafe. Fix cars. I heard you're a mechanic.
I heard the same thing. I don't believe it.
So it was during the lockdown, projects were fucked. We couldn't get anyone on site. Clients aren't paying. Things are going up, losing money left, right, and center. Like, just every day was a battle at work.
Just bleeding.
Yeah, just bleeding. Every day was a battle. Like, you're battling with subbies, you're battling with clients, you're battling with your employees, then you're battling with your own fucking mental capacity, then you've got to come home and you're just mentally drained from the day. And I remember the tipping point for me was I was sitting on the couch and I was having a cup of tea and I was watching TV. And my son was playing with his iPad, like he was recording himself playing and acting like Superman or Spider-Man or something on his iPad. And in the background, you could see me. I was sitting on the couch and I was overweight. I was probably 90 kilos, thereabouts, 89, 90 kilos, 91 kilos, something like that. So I was overweight. For my size, that's heavy. For my height, that's heavy. Had a cup of tea. I was just watching TV. Just blank expression on my face. And my son's like mucking around, laughing, jumping. And I'm like, Stevie, can you just be quiet, please? Can you just stop? All right. I'm just trying to relax and watch some TV. And in the moment, I thought nothing of that. Didn't even think about it again for like weeks upon weeks upon weeks. And then one day I was at home. It was a weekend, again, during the lockdown. I grabbed his iPad and I was looking at his photos because he filmed himself. I'm like, oh, this is cute. That's cute. And I came across that particular video and I saw myself in the background as he was playing, being Spider-Man, doing what he was doing, laughing, being so cute. And mind you, he was like 4, 5 years old. So still really cute. And I zoomed into myself sitting on the couch and I'm there just sitting on the edge and I just looked fucking miserable. And but what pissed me off.
How long after did you see it?
Maybe like 3-4 weeks, something like that.
Oh, so pretty fucking recent.
Yeah.
Well, so you're still in the thick of it.
Yeah, we're still in COVID. Right. And I was looking at that. I remember going, fuck, is that what I look like? Is that what I look like? And not just being a little bit overweight. It was, I looked miserable. My facial expression, there was just like no joy. I was just, like I was pale. I just looked tired. I looked exhausted. I looked broken. Okay. And then I saw myself say, Stevie, can you just please be quiet? And I'm like, you fucking piece of shit. You know, I looked at myself and I was just cursing that person on the screen. Okay. You should have been getting up and playing with your son and pretending to be a superhero or a baddie or whatever it was going to be. But instead, a baddie.
A baddie?
Well, I don't know. What are they? What are they called? Villains? Okay. Goodies and baddies?
All right. I would love to know what people think.
Did I just say something I shouldn't? Is a baddie something else? Is that like
sure.
Bad girl or some shit?
I got no idea.
I don't know. I'm not up with the slang, guys. Come on.
He's 40.
I'm 42 now. Anyway, so I should have been playing with him. Instead, I was sitting there feeling sorry for myself. Okay, granted, everything was fucked. Everything was hard in my life. Well done. How lucky are you that you get to have those problems? All right. My children don't deserve that. My partner doesn't deserve that. They don't want to come home and me sit down to my 4-year-old and explain to him how this client's not paying us, how Daniel Andrews has locked us up, how all of these things happened. He doesn't care about that. He's happy to see me come home. And he goes, Dad, like, I want to play with you. This is great. I've been waiting all day for you to come home. Now you're finally home and I get to have the best part of my day. And I walk in like a miserable piece of shit. All right. And that was a turning moment for me, massive turning moment for me. And from that point on, I was like, cool, that guy's dead. We're going to kill him. And now is the rebirth. So ever since that moment, I've made it a huge change in my life to just be present more so, first of all. And then that's as well when we started doing a lot of the coaching stuff. And that's during that time I met you as well, a little bit earlier than that. But like we'd started to do all of those sorts of things and I started to change my life around because I realized that I also needed help in areas of my life. And I wasn't going to learn it for myself because all my experiences pre that date were just experiences I had through work, through relationships, through parents, through everything, through culture. That brought me to this point and I needed to change moving forward. So I did, invested a lot of money in my own personal and professional development, became better, became more present. And now I would consider myself a high-performing father. I would because now I engage with my children. I'm always active in their sports. So I coach my son's football team. I go to his every single training. I go to every single football game. I'm there. We're coaching the kids. We're involved. So now he's going to grow up not thinking, oh, my dad used to be that guy that was working every Saturday. Because no, dad was at every game and he was coaching. Every single game he was there. And he will have those memories and I'll have those memories as well. Present, loving, supportive father and husband. So that was a huge change for me. And not to say there's areas that I still can't improve because I think you can always improve. But I would consider myself high performing and I'm grateful, even though as much as I hate that guy I saw, I fucking hate him with a passion. Like honestly, more than anyone else, I hate that guy. But I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad I killed him because he needed to go out of my life. And now what's left is the better version of myself in that area. For me, moving forward now, I had a huge emphasis on my health and fitness as well post that time. And that's just continued on. And I'm still working on that. Like I still have aspirations by Christmas time this year, another 4 or 5 months, another 5 months, say, I'll be at 12 to 10% body fat. Why not? I can do it. There's plenty of time to do that. So that's another thing. And if I got to that point and we get to, we've said this in a very early podcast, we always go on a family holiday to Noosa and we stay at the RACV club. And I made a comment a little while ago on this podcast where I was like, every single dad there was fat and overweight. They're all fat. They've all given up. They're all in their late 30s, 40s. They've all got kids. They've all got pot bellies. They're all out of shape. They've all got their misses, probably looking the same sort of thing as well. Right? No one's overly healthy and fit and strong. They're all just average because they all buy into that. So none of those are high performance. So I want to go there and be like, take my top off and go, cool. Do you want me to grate some cheese on my abs because I'm that ripped?
If you like that clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. And if you want to watch the full episode, click just over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and thanks for watching.